Unlock the secret power in your lawn clippings. Gardening enthusiasts, history buffs, and anyone who loves seeing a backyard transform, listen up. What if I told you that the key to healthier plants, faster soil improvement, and a thriving garden wasn't hidden in expensive fertilizers or towering compost piles, but right under your feet, or more accurately right in your lawn? Every week, countless gardeners mow their lawns, bag the clippings, and wonder whether to toss them, pile them, or drag them to the curb. Most of the time those clippings just go to waste. But there's a better way. Before we dive in, make sure you hit that like button, share this video with fellow gardeners, leave a comment letting me know where you're watching from, and of course subscribe to Nature's Flora. Trust me, you won't want to miss any of the soil transforming secrets we share. Now, let's get into why fermentation is revolutionizing the way gardeners feed their soil and grow vibrant plants. For generations, composting has been the go-to method for recycling organic matter. It promises rich, earthy soil, but if you've tried it, you know it comes with challenges. Compost piles can turn slimy, attract rodents, and emit odors that quickly shift from pleasant to unbearable. Managing the delicate balance of carbon to nitrogen takes constant attention. Even when done correctly, you're often waiting 6 months to a year before the compost is ready. By that time, much of the nitrogen, the very nutrient your plants crave, has escaped into the air as ammonia, leaving your soil less rich than you hoped. Fermentation flips this entire process on its head. Instead of fighting the oxygen-free or anaerobic conditions that compost piles naturally create, fermentation uses them to our advantage. The result is faster, cleaner, and surprisingly simple. The process relies on beneficial microbes, particularly lactic acid bacteria, the same microbes that turn cabbage into sauerkraut or milk into yogurt. These tiny organisms thrive in oxygen-free environments, breaking down plant matter while releasing organic acids that are both powerful and protective. Fermenting lawn clippings does 3 remarkable things. First, it locks in nutrients. Unlike composting, which often releases nitrogen into the air, fermentation stabilizes it in forms readily available to plants. Second, it suppresses harmful microbes. The acidic environment makes it difficult for pathogens to survive, giving your plants a safer, more robust soil ecosystem. Third, it preserves minerals and makes them more accessible for roots to absorb. In essence, instead of losing nutrients over months, you're creating a concentrated soil amendment in just 3 to 6 weeks. The setup couldn't be simpler. You don't need fancy equipment, just a 5-gallon food-grade bucket with a tight lid. If you want to take it one step further, an airlock system, or even a small DIY setup with a tube leading into a jar of water, will allow gases to escape, while keeping oxygen out. Fill the bucket with about 60% fresh clippings, cover them with water leaving 2 inches of headspace, and for each gallon of water, add 2 tablespoons of molasses and a 1/4 cup of rice, wash water or effective microorganisms. The molasses feeds the microbes, while the inoculant jumpstarts the fermentation. Seal the bucket and keep it in a warm spot between 70 and 85 degrees Fahrenheit. Within a week, gentle bubbling will begin, a clear sign the microbes are hard at work. The aroma should remind you of pickles or cider, not decay. After 3 to 6 weeks, the bubbling slows, and you have a golden brown, sweet and sour amendment ready to enrich your garden. You can apply it in multiple ways. Incorporate it directly into soil, spread it as a top dressing around plants, or strain it into a liquid fertilizer, diluting it depending on whether you want a foliar spray or a soil drench. The benefits are immediate and long-lasting: improved microbial diversity, enhanced plant resilience, fewer pests, and a reduction in soil-borne diseases. You know, fermentation isn't limited to just grass clippings. Almost any organic material can be fermented. Vegetable scraps, coffee grounds, banana peels, and even weeds. You might be wondering, seed-bearing weeds? Well, the acidity destroys seeds, so nothing unwanted will sprout. Want more potassium for fruiting plants? Just ferment banana peels with coffee grounds. Need minerals? Seaweed creates a nutrient-dense blend that feeds both plants and the soil. Over time, the advantages really start to compound. Nutrients are stabilized, soil structure improves, water retention increases, and your garden becomes more resilient to climate stress. Fermentation doesn't just feed your garden today, It transforms your soil into a living system that supports strong growth year after year. Less waste, fewer inputs, and a more sustainable gardening footprint. This is soil health in action. Honestly, I personally choose fermentation over composting every time. It's faster, cleaner, and produces better results. No smelly piles, no pests, no months of waiting. Grass clippings that were once a nuisance now become liquid gold. Each batch unlocks a hidden resource that was always there, just waiting for a gardener willing to work with nature, rather than against it. So the next time you mow your lawn, don't bag those clippings. Turn them into a living, breathing amendment that transforms your garden and nurtures your soil. If this guide has sparked your curiosity and you want more tips on creating vibrant, self-sustaining gardens, make sure you subscribe to Nature's Flora, share this video with friends, and leave a comment with your fermentation successes. Together, we can build healthier soil, grow stronger plants, and uncover the full potential of what's right in our own backyards.